Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is. Oh, hi. The morning will start out with George. A George butt. A George butt. It will start out with a George butt. Starts out with a George butt. He starts out with George butt. How are you doing, Brent? Yeah, I got carried away playing the piano. That's what I was doing. Because I'm practicing piano to try to be better about being a good human. Being a good human. Being a good human. Which is not you because you're a cat. I'm just letting you know you're a cat. That's in case you didn't know you were a cat. You're a cat. All right. On terrain building, sweet lounge. More sunlight. More sunlight. Oh yeah, I love sunlight. There's still a branch that's broken on that tree out there. Jerry missed you, George. Missed. Hey, Ron. It was great hanging with you. Thank you for the picture. By the way, here's the cover so far. And I'll be continuing those. So, yeah, and I got the picture you sent. That was in the middle of the show, so I couldn't do anything like reply or anything like that. So so I get to reply now. So, good morning. And I will get back to drawing. You have a great day too. All right. Is that whole peer thing? No. How about you? You're individually peer people. In the same spot it was last night, of course. It is now. See you later. All right. Let's go ahead and get in here. Because, of course, these peers, these, whatever we're calling these things, peer things, are going to be, all filled in. Undo. Maybe on this layer. Undo. Stop selecting the wrong layer. Because these guys are all going to be in the shadow of the ship, right? Or kinda. Hey, Sarge, good to see you, man. Because these are going to all be in the shadow of this ship. So I want to go ahead and I want to drop this sunlight color down on all these guys. I haven't actually personalized these yet. Good to be seen. And I will in a minute here. But for the moment, I'm just going ahead and kind of bring this in and just kind of I'm going to actually leave that one pretty much. Maybe I should have left it alone, but because it's past the the ship.
The front door is open.
And it's closed. We'll come around the corner here like so. I'm just gonna kind of go in here. I feel like this guy's probably behind the ship some. So we'll give him daylight. And then I'm going to go back through here with a smaller brush, like this size, and just add imperfections to each one of these, right? The wood splits a little. Add a knot or two here. Just something to make it look different for each one. All right, and we'll come back through here like so. And we'll give just a little bit of a hint of a shadow against the pier, and that'll make it look like it's actually part of the pier, as opposed to, being not part of the pier. Kind of what it looks like right now. And then we'll come back through here and, do this, that, right, like so. The same sort of thing, and we're just adding splits in the wood and maybe just some texture to make sure you feel like it's a thing, right? This is a real thing. It's got volume and it's got mass. Okay, and we'll do the same thing over here. A split there. Because wood is not perfect ever. Come back around again. I give it mass and make it feel like it has something going on here. Since this one's closer, and it's actually going to be closer to the viewer, I'm going to go ahead and take my painterly brush and smear that in real good. Get a small painterly brush and come in here and do this. Okay, so front door's open again.
The front door is open.
There we go. Smooth out the line just a little bit there, right? And now they feel like they're part of the pier, right? Also feel a little bit like I should put some kind of highlight or dark light, something over here on this corner. much better. I mean, you need to be able to see the definition of that corner because it wasn't very defined. Although I'm feeling a little bit like it's a little too bright down here. There we go. I feel like I also kind of want to take this guy up here. And yeah, I jump around all the time. It keeps me from getting kind of burned out on one section of the painting. All right, going through here. There we go. I'm just completing that window out so that it looked kind of weird before because it stopped at the things on the deck. And I was like, well, that looks strange. Incomplete. And save. All right, same thing we're going to do. We're going to go over to the pylons over here. We're going to make them look real. First thing though, I feel like the pier has like fog on it or something. I don't know, whatever it is, this needs to go by. Oh yeah. Yeah, the tire actually came in yesterday and they had the car ready for me and everything was good. And so I went downtown to get it because of course it's halfway across the world out there. But the tire came in and all was good. So we have the beloved Jetta is back. So So that's at least a good thing going on for us here. I was able to continue my routine as normal. There we go. And I might add, I have very, very much of a, I'm going to go get, I'm going to go to a junkyard and we're going to get a tire off of some poor smashed up Jetta. I'm just going to take the wheel and all and its tire and then throw it in the trunk. So I don't have to do this again because I'm not impressed. I'm so bored. At this point, you'd love it if Uhura came in and aimed a phaser at you, huh? You could totally be Mr. Adventure. Oh yeah, taillight assembly. It is not Friday yet, and since I've got deadlines on Friday, I'm actually kind of glad. Just saying, not trying to be mean to you guys or anything, but I need to get stuff done before we get to Friday. Oh yeah. You heard me. HE double toothpicks. All right. There, we've added some distinction to the pillars. Now that we've done that, I can bring the pier down. I mean, it's not a pier if it doesn't have bird poop, right? Despite appearances. Ha 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 ha. Birds. All right. Next thing we need to do is that the original picture actually had street lamps out here too. And I put cobras out there for reasons. But I feel like it wouldn't be a cobra if it was out there. Cobra head. Cobra! Yo, Joe! Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to add a new layer, and I'm going to think this one through. First things first, we want sort of this bluish gray that I've been using this entire time. So, yo, Joe. Now, take a look at what we've got here. I think it's going to be probably 80 pixels. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of this painting because the first light is going to overhang right here onto the pier off this side. So we want to make sure that we have already set up sort of how big it is, because if we don't, then when I shrink, you can't enlarge in a picture, so you don't want to enlarge anyway. But we're going to do this, and we're going to go for a curve on this one. So I'll hang off the deck. Right, like so. The thing about this is that the perspective ruler is what we're going to need next to make this work. We're going to have to go into perspective for the circles to make the lamp shades, if you will. So we're going to take you and move you over here. I just want to be careful not to get too close to this because I won't be able to see it anymore if I do. We're going to do all the little pieces to make it. But first, I think what we'll do is we'll go here and add the straight line down so we can get to the bulb, right? Trim this one right here. This is gonna mess with my entire freaking. It's gonna mess with my entire. What's its algorithm? He likes boats. Well, I do like boats. He needs a boat now. No, I don't need a boat right now. We're fine. Thanks. I think that's what we're looking for. Mm-hmm. All right. I think I'm looking at this. Right? So this guy right here is what we're kind of looking at. So, no problem. We can do this. Let me get back onto my peer layer. We will go 150, maybe 150. All right. Now I can close this. Huh. Looks like can is sort of here. Ish. Lots of issues. Okay. The ish is strong with this one. And I want to put a bulb in here, give or take. Right? So I'm just getting the basic form down so I can tell what my form looks like. We're not going to put a lampshade on it until we are ready to do that. Because now I'm looking at that going, well, that's too big in general. So we're going to select all of it and resize it. Yeah, right? Tell me all about it. All right, there we go. I actually feel like this is too much. more like this. First the dinosaurs came, but then they all got too big and fat. They all died out. Then the Arabs came with their Mercedes Benzes. Then Prince Charles started wearing Lady Diana's clothing. Yeah. Now we have the basic setup. Sort of basic. At least we have the basic light pole. Okay. Okay, so the next things next is to make this round. So what I'm going to do is do this, because otherwise I'm just going to sit here and go, because I'm really not doing good on the awake thing. Actually, I'm going to do some other little pieces here first to make sure that it looks pretty much like what it's supposed to look like. First of all, there's a junction box at the top here. Right, because we want to be able to transfer the power to the light at some point and bolt it to this stand so that, you know, it like is real and stuff, so it has some heft up here. That's the first thing we're going to do. Second thing is we're going to do something similar to this. Okay, we're going to start a new layer, because whatever we do at this point in time is going to be messy. So we don't want to, we want to be able to select this layer and kill it if we need to. So bring this back to here. I have it set for a little bit red, a little bit orange, so that we can get kind of a rust effect on it. I'm just going to come along the back side here like this. And just kind of work like that. I'm going to be very generalistic. And I'm not going to worry about going over the edge of this particular piece. Like that. I'm going to keep kind of going around this curve. I'm going to try to keep it relatively I'm going to try to keep this side to be a light side. So I'm going to actually take this out. What we're going to do to make this work is we're going to put the sunlight's coming from this side. So whichever way we go, the shadow, the high shadow part's going to be on this side right here. Right, no matter which way you put it. Okay. I'm not going to mess with the light bulb just yet, but we will at some point. So I'm going to go back to this color. I'm going to go for the light side of this. The light side, same thing. Take the brush and just brush along the top side of this. Give it some light, right? And the side that's facing in. Let's do add overlay. Yeah. Yep. Screen. That's what I'm looking for. No, it's not. No. That's what I was looking for. Normal. Fine. Kind of come along here like so. We also don't have anything at the bottom here. So we'll need to fix this part down here because we need another junction box. All right, back to you and your layer 2. All right, and kind of just tap that in, and it just gives a little bit of a, sort of a setup for it. Then we go in with the painterly tool, and we painterly it. We're just going up and down and scraping into it here, and just kind of getting the basic design in, right? All right. Now the reason why I put this on a layer above is now I can take and just select like this, go like that, and hit delete. Right, and now it's just the lamp. Which works. All right, we're an hour in. And the next thing I want to kind of get in here is either we're putting a shine on the edge or we're not, but I think we should. I think we should put a nice little kind of going on here, sort of metal shine right here. Right, just kind of going along here. Just indicating the reflection off of and any kind of detailing we wanted to put in here. Just indicates that's going on. I'm intentionally giving it a little bit of a break because it's, it's reflecting sunlight, or it's reflecting ocean, or it's reflecting something. Right? Let's take that and then go like so. There we go. All right. There we go. Now we have a light post, so we're going to duplicate. We're going to call this light. We're going to need 3 of these ultimately. So we're going to duplicate this layer. We'll put the duplicate back a little ways. So we'll use you up here because you're going to be here. Not terribly useful, but here. This guy, on the other hand, we're going to need to bring back our layer 1, which has the lines. This guy needs to go back and be shrunken. You're just feeling lonely, aren't you? I can totally tell. You know how I can tell you're feeling lonely? Because here you are again. You being you. You being you. I just encourage you by scratching you, don't I? I just encourage you by scratching you. Here, stand here. I just encourage you by scratching you. Scratchy, scratchies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Scratchy, 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 scratchy. Scratchy kitty. You don't look like you're really into scritches all of a sudden. You're like ducking the scritches. So you are legitimately sitting here to disturb my work. That's your plan, isn't it? Your plan. Your nefarious little evil plan. Your nefarious little evil fuzzy plan. Yeah, well, I guess that's the end of that. Boop. Boop. Okay. Are we done now? Thanks. I can get back to work? Good. I want you all to know that I have met with approval now by the George Approval Committee. He approves. I open the door. You want to go look out the door? There are things going on. Squirrels and the like. Now I just need to figure out which one of these is like more like that. There we go. And then we will do this. No, I think I want it whiter than that. I'm going to use red because I'm getting kind of confused here as to what lines go where. So about there. If you make that equidistant, that's here. Right? So now we're going to go up one layer from the lights. And we're going to get an ellipse. I'm going to take the ellipse from the center point here and sort of eyeball it. Right? We're going to just touch. We got to figure out which light or which line we're going for because they're not the same. They're not equal. I like the outer side that looks like that's the width that I'm looking for this. So I'm going to take this outer edge and go like that and lock it. And then do the same thing here. Go for the center. And we're just going to go to the outer edge here. And the same thing right here. Okay. I didn't want to do that on that layer. I forgot one very important thing, which is to add a layer so that I'm not on the layer. Because it's stupid. Don't be on the layer. We actually should make it this color. We'll come up here and we'll do this again. So from the dead center of the light, right, we're just going to go out to this outer edge. We get a lot more of this lampshade up here than we do here. So from the dead center of the light out to the edge, and we will flatten that down a little bit more. Okay. Again, from the same thing here, dead center of the light to this outer edge, like that. For all three of these, we go in here and take this. We're just going to erase the back side of it. You can't see anything because of the lines, so you can't see how good we're doing on this. Right. It to be here. Go for 15. Same thing, just bear with me this one, because it actually isn't doing so bad. Okay. Now, in keeping with this tradition, we're going to go ahead and just take, we're going to take not a curve, but a straight line. It's pretty straight up. You just do this number right here, right? And just add that in like that. So you go from here to here, and from here out to here. And then that's the name of that tune. Sweet Home Alabama. Wait, what? I mean, huh? Anyway, okay. Do the same thing here. Go out from here to here, and from here to here. Not that hard. Hard part's going to be trying to get these to fill in. Here to here. This one's a little easier because I can just go in here, do this. No. Control Z. I love having the ability to have all these tools at my disposal because I can just kind of go in like this and do that. Same thing here. Just give me a little bit of a bow. And same thing here. A lot of bit of a bow. Take that now. We're going to fill only the lampshade piece. We need the area scale of 1. Now do that. Nope. Do area scale 2. Better-ish. It's fine. Because I can just go in and just do that. So. Put this in here. The area scale, if you're wondering, is the control option for how much it overlaps the lines. All right. So now we've put in the lamps. You can see they get wider as they get closer to us because the range of this becomes a little different. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I think I want to make them darker because most lamp shades seem to be a shade darker, which I think is funny. We're just going to orange because I don't like this orange or rusty dark. So in this instance, now I can do that, and it'll get all of them like this and turn them all black like that. Now we'll take this guy and merge him down onto the light poles. And we'll do the opposite. Underneath there is going to be this color, like this. Ready? Oh, man. And the trawler has sails. We just haven't put them in yet.
Yo, how's it going?
Hey, you've joined.
I joined.
For better or for worse. Oh, man.
How are you this morning?
So far, so good. So far, so good. I am sort of struggling to get kind of organized, but not too bad. It's a great day for me to be plugging, just kind of just doing the things. How about you?
Waking up is hard to do.
Yep. I know that song. Wow. I apparently have to accept the terms and conditions of something in French. That's interesting. Of all the things I have gotten in my life, that was the weirdest.
If that's the weirdest, you're doing pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good.
That was gonna happen. Ay.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I'm actually going to write an email. So while I do that, I will give you the center core.
Cool. Have fun.
Thanks.
And we watch this guy starts to write his email.
Mm-hmm.
He has selected the Logitech
9.
keyboard.
Now I'm going to select the body text. Will he use bold? No. Good choice. But he selected italics. Oh no, it's going south already. Doesn't he know not to use that many exclamation points?
He has selected Comic Sans for his
Naturally.
font of choice.
Why
A
wouldn't
controversial choice on
right? My
this
controversial.
particular email. We're not right there.
Right? Today's secondary job is working on the description of ADD for creatives, for Christina, and ultimately for everybody else, because actually I'm thinking I'm going to try to offer this at every convention, because I think, offering not only you're not, lazy, you have a mental disorder, and that's, not your fault, but your responsibility, is useful for everybody.
Yeah.
Also, here's some techniques to get around it so that you can do what you need to do in life. I think that's also useful. I probably should save this too.
Is that a dog I hear in the background?
Oh, yeah. We got dogs yapping all across the neighborhood because somebody's taking a walk. You know how that goes.
Oh Lord. Man, I don't know what to draw today. Ay.
Yep, that's the way I feel too.
So the trial has started for the Dominion Fox News
Oh yeah.
defamation case.
Mm-hmm.
They've already sat the first 12 jurors, and they're seating the alternatives now.
Oof. Gonna be an interesting big deal
Yeah.
thing.
Well, yesterday was the
Oh, I'm sorry.
they were trying to do a last minute deal, and it fell through.
Wheeling and dealing,
Fox
huh?
Yeah, because they don't want it to go to trial because
Of
they
course.
know it'll fail.
All right. It won't go well if it goes to trial. Wonder what the penalties would be against Fox News.
Well, they're seeking $1 billion in damages.
Mm.
And part of what Dominion was seeking for and why they couldn't come to an agreement was they're seeking an apology from Fox News.
Right. And Fox News needs to carry that Dominion was being shady in order to undermine the whole thing
Election.
of, you know, you can't use electric voting machines because they can always be rigged against the conservatives, and that's an important narrative.
And it's not true.
Yeah. And I mean, I think legitimately Dominion lost business for it.
Well, and their brand was hurt by it.
Yeah.
And Dominion then picked up the receipts that Fox News not only knew that was a false narrative, but
Continue to press it.
continued to press it, even though internally they were like, we're going into some dangerous territory to press this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and though, I mean, I agree with you on that hacking into voting machines has been proven. Hacking into everything's been proven. I mean, hacking into, you can technically, if you had paper votes, you can technically hack into the counting email that, where I send you the email. It says that we had 2,400 votes for Can and 1,500 votes for Raphael. And then you could technically hack that email and make it 3,500 votes. So, I mean, if you do theoretically you could.
Yeah, but that's not what they were doing.
I know. But I mean, Brent saying hacking into the voting machines has been proven, and it takes physical access, but it's been shown at hacker conventions.
Yeah.
And though that is true, that's also not indicative that Dominion's machines were hacked. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of the problem, is that Dominion as a company lost revenue, they lost face, they lost customers, because a news had reported that it had been hacked. And they weren't hacked.
Yeah.
And all they're working on is that it was in a hacker convention. Go ahead.
And that part isn't the news part. Yeah, it's been proven that physically it can be hacked. But that's not what Fox was pushing.
Right.
Fox was pushing that the machines were actively changing the results.
Right. Yeah, not just that it was hacked, that I selected Biden and it clicked on Trump, or I selected Trump and it clicked on Biden. That was the complaint. Yeah. I understand. And really, I am only talking hypothetically because I think that's where we're going to end up anyway at some point in time. B, I'm a major fan of direct democracy, which I know is a sticking point between many of my friends and me, and that is absolutely okay. I don't have any problem with that. But in order for direct democracy to work, you pretty much have to have an app on your phone that's you. But the truth of the matter is, we all have social security numbers, and they're all unique. And it doesn't take a lot of programming to see that, Kan's social security number is 12345678890, and 12345678890 came in twice to the voting system. Now you know that you need to go to Can and say, Can, you need to please vote again, but first let me see your driver's license. Send somebody out to check that Can is the right Can. And then once there, you give him a ballot and he fills it out, and then you say, okay, we now know where these two IPs came from, so you're the correct one. We will go deal with the other guy and arrest him for voter fraud. And it doesn't take a lot of effort for people who pass away for their social security numbers to be deactivated from the system. And I don't know why this is such a complicated thing. And I don't know why that's so difficult for people to follow. There's only one social security number for Can. So as long as that, and I mean, you can always say that, okay, well, what if Can doesn't vote and I vote in Can's place? That could happen, but you're taking a big risk that Can will never vote. Because the moment Can does, you're in jail for fraud. The second that Can votes, you're in jail for fraud. So that's a dangerous precedent. I don't know. These things are kind of like, I've been kind of pondering it through and thinking it out. I don't know why I can't wait until we get hexadecimal social security numbers. My social security number is B27 H3AA. Start getting into hex. That'd be cool. So, yeah, I've been thinking a lot about voting machines. I mean, all you really need is a physical firewall, even with a voting machine, right? I come in and there are two screens. Well, then those Americans can't vote. I mean, that's pretty straight up. I don't get why it doesn't take any effort to get a social security card. Yeah, I mean, sure. But I'm just saying that, if Can votes twice, I send the police to both locations, like right away, like within 10 minutes. So if Can votes twice, then I will send the police to both locations. It also wouldn't take a lot of effort to see that Can voted in Colorado and in Maine. It wouldn't take a lot of effort to know through tax records that Can lives in Colorado. So the one in Maine is clearly the fraudulent one. You know what I mean? Like, that would be one way of easily doing it. But if two votes came in from Can's town, Can's city, Can's neighborhood, two votes came in, then I'd send the cops to both of those locations and see who actually voted. You could even have a check. Like, after you voted, it sends you an email with a unique code, right? So I would go up to Can and I'd say, hey, Can you just show me your driver's license? Shows me your driver's license. You are actually who you are. Okay. What was the registration code that you got back in the email? Yeah, I actually don't have a disagreement with ID, except there's only one problem. The voter ID problem is the same problem. I was just about to go there on this one, which is there is a legitimate problem with other countries that have democracies, whereby if I can find out that you voted for someone, I can retaliate against you. You don't need a valid ID. You just need a social. Well, you do need a valid ID, I guess. You need something on your social security card, right? I mean, you need a social security card. But let's go down a rabbit hole real quick, because here is the reason why the left has a problem with voter ID. And
actually, at this point, I'm going to pull you back from the rabbit hole. Like, we're getting into some very deep politics, and we should get back into, hey, we have art to do.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, Brent, this is coffee and donut talk we're going to have to go through someday. Because actually, I would love to chat with you about this one, because I'd love to see what you think about it. But that's okay. Can's pulling us back for good reason. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But you and I, we now have a coffee and donut date. Just so you know. It is a political show when we talk about Bellatrix Rising, though. So when we get to this stage of Bellatrix Rising, which is quite a ways from now, We can have that discussion online if we want. Fair. Stop by here. We'll go get coffee. Have a discussion. I love political discussions. I love political discussions with people who are not of my political alignment, because I learn a whole lot about the core piece of what other people believe. I think there's two types of things going on. One, we have sort of what the other side believes and what the other side thinks the opposite side believes. And I like dispelling that first part. And that second part, and understanding the first part. I won an igloo cooler. I don't actually have Christina's email. How did that happen? Fine. I promised her I would send this to her yesterday, and then I went and fetched my car instead. So the slot that was supposed to be for her yesterday is now today, which is why I'm typing this up. Because, of course, today also my buddy Anna wants to go to brunch. So that means that if I don't do it now, I'm going to miss it somehow.
What's that? Yeah. Okay. Here. All right. I gotta jump off. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump off in 6 minutes anyway, so maybe we'll just call it early.
Yep.
Okay,
Talk
guys.
to you later.
See you later. I'm going to finish this descriptor, and then I'm going to go on ahead and do my other things for the day. It was great seeing you all. Thank you for being here. And I'm glad to have you all as part of the show. And I will see you tonight. And as always, keep your eyes on the stars. Bye-bye.